if we want to describe something, an element, as being within a set, then what we use is this special character here, which looks a bit like an E that somebody quit on. It's actually a special way of writing the Greek letter epsilon, I believe, where this gets read as the phrase is in. So, if we have something like Monday, and the set of things x such that x is a weekday, or a day of the week for that matter, we could put that symbol in there to specify that Monday is in the set of days in the week, using this set builder notation. We could write that out as Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday if we wanted to, but the point is, this guy is in there. Though we should be very careful here that this is very different from that. Where here we would be saying the set of days that are weekdays is contained in the element Monday, which hopefully doesn't make any sense, and is meant to indicate here that this is the sort of symbol that only usually goes in one direction. Especially with a case like this, we're talking about a element and a set. You can't quite talk about a set as being in an element. It doesn't really work. Not the way that we have our notation working. So this really meaningfully only goes in that direction. And on the other hand, if you want to say that something is not in there, it's kind of like drawing a stop sign. Just put a line through it. So if we have something like the set 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we have something like the number 10, we can see that 10 is not in there. So to say that in our specific notation, we draw the symbol for is in there, and then draw through it to say not, because it is not in there. Or in other words, what this symbol says is something like is not in, is not an element of. It's not in there. And then one other thing you have to be very careful of with this sort of inclusion notation is the distinction between elements and sets. That if we have something like the set containing the number 7 and the set containing the numbers 1, 3, 5, and 7, it might make some sense to say that this is in that, because 7's in both of them, but these are both sets. And you can talk about a set being within a set of sets, but here, that's not quite the right connection. Technically speaking, it would take a little bit more notation in terms of a thing called a subset, which is what we'll get to in section 2.2, but for now, the most specific way that we could use this language to talk about this relationship is to say that the set containing 7 is not in the set containing 1, 3, 5, and 7. That's again, something that's a little bit beyond this context. And then from here, we're going to talk about a very special kind of set, a very special kind of set of numbers in particular that I've referenced once before and we will be seeing again. We're going to look at what are called the set of natural numbers.